Good morning, everyone. My name is Zia, and I make videos about full-time life in my shuttle bus. So this has been my view all afternoon. I love being down here by the river. Well, the weather has taken a turn in the last few days, as you can see. It's been gray and a lot cooler. And I'm just, well, I'll show you. I'm just parked over there for the day with a view of the water, a view of the people walking the path around Garry Point. And I was going to sit on the bench, but it's covered with water. I've been working on the revision for the workshop for the Boulder Women event, which is coming up so quickly now. I'm so excited. I was getting a little freaked out because I was stuck. I realized that when I originally wrote the workshop, I was quite a bit younger, and although the basic material is still relevant and I'm still going to use it, I needed to pretty much rewrite an awful lot of it to fit the generation of women that I'm addressing now. But it's been a fun project, and I've been stuck in the library for a few days, so I thought this change of scene would do me good. So I'm heading back to the bus now, and going to carry on. It's actually Saturday evening now. By now I should have this video for tomorrow, for Sunday, my regular video. I should have it all edited and ready to upload. And instead, I'm still recording now. And that's because I've been really, really busy this week, but I haven't really done much that would be of any interest to anyone. So what I've been doing is I've been spending a lot of time at the library and a few days at my daughter's house working on the final revision of the workshop for the upcoming Boulder Women's Weekend Camping adventure. I was invited out about a 2-hour drive from where I am in Richmond, out into the Fraser Valley near Harrison Hot Springs. And I was invited to go and spend a couple of days with my son out there, who has like a holiday caravan out there. And I was all set to go, and I thought, oh, I can put a bit of video footage in of that, perhaps. That might be interesting. But just as I was leaving the gas station after filling up to drive out there, I got a call from my son saying that he'd gone up to the office to pay for me to come and stay as a guest. And they advised him that there wasn't a space anywhere where I could fit the shuttle bus. So that started me thinking. I was really disappointed. He was really disappointed. It started me thinking about the things that I love and the things that I'm not so happy with so far in my new shuttle bus home. The thing that I love the most about this new space is the amount of space. I love being in here. It's comfortable. It's starting to look the way I want it to look. And yeah, I'm very, very comfortable with the amount of space I have in here. Another thing that I love about it is the amount of windows I have. I just love that I can pretty much see a 360-degree view if I have all the coverings off the windows. Now, right now, I don't. I have the covering off this one behind me, but on the other side, the sun is still beating on the side of the bus, and so I have my window inserts up. But I've got them flapped open at the top, and so I'm seeing blue sky and trees out there and getting the breeze coming in from the little pieces of mosquito net that I put up there. I do love that I managed to get at least some of the windows so far covered with mosquito netting and on the double doors of the bus. That's made being in here much more pleasant. I love the new little ceiling fan that I got that I showed you in a previous video. It was an Amazon find. I think it was only around $40 or $45. I think that was Canadian. And it makes such a difference to my comfort level when I'm sleeping at night. I love that I have a toilet in here at nighttime. That's a decent height, that's decent looking, even though I cover it with something or I can slide it into a cupboard under the bed. Another thing that I love about the shuttle bus is that I'm up high. I can see all around me and what's ahead of me. It makes driving a lot easier. And I found that people often give way to you if you're in a bigger vehicle, especially I think if maybe you're in a shuttle bus. So that's something that I am enjoying. Some of the things that I'm not enjoying about shuttle bus life, and I do believe these are only going to be, well, some of them are only going to be temporary dislikes. I dislike that right now things are still not functioning properly for me. I haven't found anyone who can install a DC to DC charger to charge my Bluetti, and which will in turn charge my Set Power fridge freezer. When that's working, it's brilliant. I can have frozen food, including ice cream, which you know I love my ice cream. And I can keep enough food in there in the refrigerator section um, to make meals pleasant. But when it's not working properly, which it hasn't been for quite a while now, I'm having to put ice in a cooler bag, and I'm having to replace that ice every 2, 3 days, maybe at the most. And those bags of ice are expensive. Yesterday, I paid just under $5 for a bag of ice. Well, you can imagine how quickly that adds up in a month if you're having to buy ice every few days. So that's something I really want to get resolved. I'm not enjoying that right now. I just said I love having a toilet in here for those emergency nighttime pees. And it's true, I do. I love having that. I don't like having to find somewhere to take the urine container and dump it, because quite often I can take it into a public washroom. I put it in a uh, dark garbage bag, and then I put it in a carrier bag, and I just dump it down a public toilet. But I can't rinse the container out. I've been putting water and vinegar in it, and that certainly helps. But it's not one of my favorite things to do. I do miss having a flushing toilet. Mind you, I wouldn't want to have to empty a gray black tank either. So, yeah, so that's something I'm not thrilled about. One of the things that I dislike is that I don't have enough storage yet. I still need to put a shelf running the length of the other side of the bus uh, above the windows and across my bed, across the back door there, a deeper one. I want to store all my books and journals up there. And then on this side over here, I want it for some decorative things, but also for kitchen items that I need to access a little more quickly. So I need more storage. I don't have enough storage right now. And that's making life in here feel more like I am camping than I'm living in my home. As comfortable as this is, like aesthetically, it's very comfortable, but it's not functioning as well as I need it to yet. Still organizing things. I think that'll be ongoing for a while. Still have some major work I need to do. For example, the ceiling, that's still not done. Finding that I think I can actually stealth camp in the city more easily in this bus than I could in my old camper van. I think when you're in an old camper van, you've got curtains and things up. People are beginning to know about people living full time, about nomad life, and they assume that there's somebody sleeping in that old van that's parked on the street. Whereas with the shuttle bus, I think a lot of people aren't familiar with the fact that anyone is converting a bus into a home at this point in time. And I think I've actually found that instead of having to move around all the time, I've been able to stay pretty much in one spot. Funny enough, on a street that I used to live on when my children were little. And I arrive there at 10 o'clock at night, and I'm usually gone by 6 in the morning. And I'm parked outside of a townhouse complex. So I'm pretty sure that the people that do walk by and see me parked there assume that whoever owns or is driving that shuttle bus must live in the townhouses. And obviously, it's too big to be parked in the complex, so they have to park it on the street. So that makes me feel much more comfortable. I feel safer in here in some ways and less worried about being disturbed in here in a shuttle bus than I did in my camper van. Speaking of getting up and leaving the area where I spend the night by about 6 or 6:30 in the morning, that is one of my very least favorite things. Because sometimes, even if I've had a good night's sleep, I wake up in the morning and I don't want to jump out of bed and put my clothes on and hop in the driver's seat and then drive off to find somewhere to spend the day. Sometimes I just want to stay in bed for a while. Maybe catch up on some emails or watch something on YouTube. I don't want to get out of bed yet. And the 2 days I spent this week uh, at my daughter's house working on the workshop revision, I was able to do that. The first morning, I stayed in bed until 8:30, even though I woke up around the same time. I usually do 6 o'clock. And was it this morning? Yeah, I guess it was this morning. I stayed in bed until 9 o'clock, and that was amazing. So there's a few of my likes and dislikes and my loves and not so much loves of shuttle bus life so far. I mean, I've only been in here now for how long? About a month and a half, I guess, full time. And so, of course, there's going to be adjustments. I know that. Overall, I love it. I do love it. And I can't wait to go on another adventure. It has been a very active summer so far, driving down to Oregon and then up the coast and into Washington and then over to Vancouver Island. And then all the work that I'm trying to get done to make sure everything's in place for the Women's Weekend. It's been busy. There's been a lot of people and activity. So as much as I'm really looking forward to the 3-day weekend, I'm kind of looking forward to the fall, to things slowing down a little bit. And that will give me more time to do some of the finishing touches in here, one of which will include installing a diesel heater to get me through some of the weather when it starts to turn colder. So that's about it for now. I just want to give you a little update on shuttle bus life so far. So far it's going pretty good. Pretty darn good. Yeah. So wherever you are in our great, big, beautiful world, I hope you've had a wonderful day. And I'm going to say bye-bye for now. I love you all, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.